AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. We need some transition glasses for AllBall. What the hell is that, man? Great night.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Talking to you.
What do you mean transition? What's transition glasses?
Like reverse transition glasses. They turn dark when you go outside in the sun.
Oh, okay. I know those.
Oh, yeah, I know what he's talking about. I just want to see him be an asshole and explain it.
I know.
We live.
Big Flea. Never the little one. Never the little one.
Man, y'all know what this is.
KNICKS REHAB.
I thought I was coming on here depressed tonight. No, sir. Big Brunson. The Brunson burner. You kidding me? 42 points. As he showed Jalen Green and them Rockets, you got to step it up, Papa. 124-118 victory from the Nueva York Knicks. Come on now. Cat fouled out with 54 seconds left, but it's okay. No OG. It's okay. 19 points for Josh Hart. 8 rebounds. Low for him for some reason. 5 assists. Precious Achiuwa with 9 rebounds. Huck Purdy coming in there, fouling everybody. But he has some good minutes, I think.
Great minutes. Great minutes from Huck.
Let's slow down with the great. Come on.
Great minutes from Huck.
22 points for Mikal Bridges and 22 points for Karl Anthony Towns. I would say it was a team effort, but it felt like Big Brunson. 42 points. Are you kidding me? 29 in the second half, 17 in the fourth quarter. Knicks didn't do well in the third. They only had 28 points. But go Latfley, 46
big ones in the fourth.
Come on, man. They go 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Oh, ball. That got to be the most shocking stat of all. 11 of 13 from the free throw line in the fourth. 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter for the Rockets, by the way. They started turning that rock over. They were out-rebounding us, out-muscling us for most of the game. But Brunson's been doing his push-ups. Oh, ball, your guy, back in MVP form. What do you think about the night?
Before I get started with our Knicks, she's in the building. Darlene, the beautiful, the lovely. Y'all know the drill. Say what's up to the beautiful ladies.
Darlene Big. What up, baby?
Darlene the queen.
Before I brag about our Knicks, I just want to, back to back.
Back to
the
back.
Lovely, the beautiful Laturia. Everybody, say what's up to the beautiful ladies. Before I brag about our Knicks, big shout out Udoka. Because ain't nobody going to give them props. Big shout out Udoka. They have something going there. Lord have mercy. That's all I'm going to say. This is KNICKS Rehab. We can expand on that on another live. But big shout out Udoka. Houston is the real deal, and they deserve to be a 3rd seed. Now, I got that out the way. He's a brother, Flea. Fabian, got to give him props.
I think he's a hell of a coach.
Oh, hell of a coach. Hell of a win tonight. This is NBA basketball. This is what will drive the ratings up. This is what people want to see. Physicality. Stop crying. Stop complaining to the refs. Josh Hart. Cat. Josh Hart. I'm going to say his name a couple times. Jalen Brunson. Play through it. Listen, man. But I got 2 problems, fellas. Y'all know me. I got to keep it real. Tom Thibodeau, you cannot coach like this and get out coached like this in the playoffs. When he called, when they checked that, bro, you got to look at the Jumbotron and see that let us try to get the jump ball. So it was just some things that I didn't like from Tom Thibodeau. Cat is starting to look like a liability on defense. Between the Lakers and tonight, like we got to be honest with that. We can talk about that another time. I don't want to rain on our parade. I don't want to be the party pooper, but I have to be honest. Those are the two negative things that I didn't like. Tom Thibodeau's coaching sometimes, and Cat being a big liability on defense. Now let's get to our Knicks. Flea, how long I've been saying it? When we play team basketball, when everybody gets involved, Fabian read the numbers. When everybody's in double figures, listen, man. When we in transition, when we moving the basketball, when we not hunting 3-point shots, when we not taking bad shots, bad 3-point shots, we are tough to beat. Think about it. Cat is injured. Cat ain't have a great game yet. In a minute, big body Brunson. Lord have mercy. How many times he should have had an and one? How many? Tonight erases us losing to the Lakers. And what we were saying the other day. Remember when people was talking about Houston? I said, let's get through the Lakers first, and let's talk about Houston when we get there.
I'm looking for Sandman right now. Sandman said this was the litmus test. So I'm looking for you, Sandman. We here. We showed up. You said Houston was the litmus test, but go ahead.
Now,
Oh,
Fleet,
boy,
you know, we got to keep it real. We got to be honest. You know, no Van Vliet, no Sengun.
No
that
OG.
Makes it, right. No OG. So, you know, those make a difference, right? But the fight, the tenacity, listen, man, getting it out the mud, not giving up. That third quarter, I was in here. My anxiety was on 1,000. I'm not going to even lie. I'm like, yo, man, are you kidding me? We went down double digits. Then we went on a run, went up 3, and then they came back. And it's just like we couldn't get no stops. The refs was letting everything be physical. And big body Brunson, Jalen Brunson. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what an MVP is no more. Last year, what Brunson did, averaging 28 plus, 2 seed, dealing with all the injuries, all NBA second team, made an all-star team. I don't know what it's going to take, Flea, for people to start recognizing what this young man is capable of doing. This young man, in this stretch of probably the last 10, 15 games, he's probably the best point guard right after Shai Gilgeous. This is facts. We desperately need Mitchell Robinson. We'll save that. We know we got some news. But tonight was a big win. And all I kept saying before I let you cook, Flea, all day, I'm like, yo, we get this win that makes up for the Lakers' loss. Because I said if we lose tonight back-to-back, you lose to LA, no Anthony Davis at home, and then you lose to Houston, no Van Vliet, no Sengun at home, that would have been a problem for me. Thibodeau would have been on a hot seat again. So for me, tonight proved that we can compete with the best teams. Houston is young, they tough, they physical, they quick, and they got some dogs over there, and they got a hell of a coach, and they are a 3 seed. So don't tell us we can't compete and beat nobody. Houston is a legit 3 seed with a legit championship mind of a head coach. And we went in there and fought, never gave up. And listen, man, what can we say about big body Brunson? Double-double, 42 and 10. Come on, Flea. Come on. KNICKS Rehab, when are y'all going to believe us? When are y'all going to listen? Come on, man. I keep telling y'all, we ain't talking 2 seed no more. We ain't talking conference finals no more. We talking big dog-ish. Championship. Let's talk about going to the cup. Let's speak it in existence. So for me, I think tonight proved that we can get into a dogfight. And these are the type of games that shows what you're made of. Shows if you have toughness, if you have camaraderie, if you have the confidence in your teammates. Listen, Bridges is starting to look like a legit 2 guard. Hit some big shots, rolled his ankle, Paul sucked it up. Listen,
got right back to
play
it.
deep. Exactly. So, man, big win tonight. Very excited. Like I said, just 2 little negative nuggets that I didn't like. But besides that, listen, man, let's go Knicks. Great win tonight, Flea. Great win.
Big Flea.
Man, I'm excited. I was excited about tonight, man. For real. You know, I'm down here in Houston. So, you know, I'm around all these Rockets fans, but, you know, I love my Knicks, and, you know, that ain't going to never change. But tonight I thought, again, we showed that we a team that's gelling. We're a team that's growing. We're a team that once some adversity hits, how are we going to respond, right? We got punched in the mouth last night, Saturday night, against the Lakers. LeBron James came into the Garden and did what he does anytime he comes to the Garden, right? Put on the show. And you know what I mean? For me, it was like humbling because we've been on this 5-6 game winning streak, and Braun comes through and really like, y'all niggas relax. I'm here. Right. So for us to bounce back tonight and not let that mess with our psyche, I thought that was big. Obviously, the early parts of the game, you know what I call it, sleepwalking. Guys didn't look like they had the energy. Guys wasn't playing physical. You know, guys wasn't matching physicality. That Houston team over there, I'm sure at some point we're going to talk about Amen Thompson. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about Amen Thompson at some point. But, like, that Houston team over there, they tough, as OG said. But, you know, for us to go down 11 in the fourth quarter, right? For us to look so sluggish in the third quarter, go down double digits, and then fight tooth and nail back, get stops when we needed stops, hit big shots when we need to hit big shots. Fabian brought up us being 11-13 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. That's the game. That's the game right there. We miss free throws. It's a different game, right? Snip and tuck. So I was just impressed, obviously, with Jalen Brunson. He's our closer. Ain't no other way to cut it. Yeah, Cat had 11 points in the fourth quarter. He was playing well, but the guy that closes the deal for us, the guy that's been closing the deal for us for the last 2 to 3 seasons is Jalen Brunson. And, you know, I just feel like he's a guy that we can rely on. He's reliable. That's the part I like about this shit. Okay, is he not going to hit shots all the time? Okay. May he turn it over sometimes? Okay. You got to live and die with that with some of these hybrid point guards nowadays. Sometimes they're going to turn this shit over. Everybody loved Trae Young. He's a turnover machine. We love Damian Lillard. Turns it over. We love Steph. You know what I'm saying? So these hybrid guards, they turn it over. So I can live with some of that when down the stretch, he's hitting big shots. He's getting to the line. He's making the right pass. 10 assists tonight. 10 assists tonight, y'all. We had 46 points in the fourth quarter. 46. We almost had 50 points in the fourth quarter. Wow. Fabian, listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. We putting it together. I love it. Let's hit the road to Toronto and kick up on the Raptors when we got the Raptors. Tomorrow night, nights. Back to back.
Tomorrow night.
Back to back. Okay.
He said, okay.
Kick up on them. We go up to Canada and kick up on them. I like how this team responds under adversity. No OG tonight, y'all. Our best perimeter defender. Our lockdown defender.
Yeah.
I thought Bridges did as good of a job on Jalen Green as you could do. And he started to hit shots late in the game, right? He started to get it rolling late. Yeah. But in terms of sticking to him, fighting over screens, I was extremely impressed with Bridges trying to fight over screen. Nowhere in hell do we need to be worried about trying to double with Brunson off of Brunson's man. Brunson, stay. Whoever you want, stay over there. Let Bridges is fine. Yeah. Hey, let him get back and get back to it.
Please, real quick, just real quick, respond. I'm sitting in the crib driving me crazy. I'm going, why we keep doubling Green? Why?
It was pissing me off, OG. It was
me
because Aaron Holiday was getting open shots off that shit. And
they hit about 3-4 threes just off of doubling Green. I'm like, what are we doing?
Aaron Holiday is a pro. I'm not talking but come on, Brunson. You don't have to double off of him. You fine. Bridges is fine straight up. Straight up against Green, I will live with that matchup.
I mean, I would too. Jalen Green, he was on fire the last month. He was shooting like 50%, 40% from three. And he comes in. King's Speech says, Steven Adams showed why he's still in the league. I want to trade for him at some point.
Bro, he's the best screen setter in the league, bro. When that dude sets
like a brick wall, bro.
OG, when that dude sets a screen, he clears a side out. Bro. Like it's
he get the rebound and just hold it, and you got 2-3 people holding on his arm, and it's like, yo, y'all like flies and gnats. Get out of here. You're not getting the ball.
Gotta be the strongest dude in the league. Gotta be. Like, ain't nobody strong. That dude is a house. Like,
yeah, even with all offensive rebounds today, the Rockets were killing us. They're the best offensive rebounding team in the league, best defensive team, best rebounding team in the league. They don't really average that well on a defensive rebounding, and I thought we would kill them on that. But I looked it up. They're the only team above 500 in the top 10 of offensive rebounding. All that tells me is like they're playing that same game that Tibbs had to play a couple years back, with all of Mitchell Robinson and everybody. You got to get offensive rebounds to extend the possession because you ain't got no real closers. You don't have a real offense. They're a horrible three-point shooting team. Then they're worse in the league almost. And the Knicks are fourth best. And that was another factor. Rockets went 3 for 4 in the third quarter from three. Then they went 1 for 6 in the fourth. And the Knicks went 3 for 8 in the fourth. Finally hit the 37.5% mark. They were like shooting 23% for the game. That was big. But this was all on Brunson because the last two games after, that 4-game winning streak, the Lakers broke it, or 5-game winning streak, and the Lakers broke it. We were out of sorts with the Lakers, and it still felt like we were out of sorts in this game. I thought we started off slow, but it's also just reacting to the Rockets. They all look like the same athletic dudes. You could replace all of them. Cam Whitmore, Amen Thompson, you name it. Tari Eason. They have 3 blocks.
Tari tough. Like they got a team over there.
Yeah,
they got a young team over there.
They're fully loaded, but then Amen Thompson will show you, no, there's a difference between me and them. Yes. And just to have that chain of players to come in, they weren't stopping, man. So the third quarter, we were still down. We didn't have that big third quarter. In the fourth, the free throws, like you said, everything mattered. So this is playoff intensity. To come back off the Laker game and win like this, it was starting to look the same as the Saturday thing. Maybe the teams are figuring us out. Hey, Cat can't shoot. His thumb is really hurt. Let's shade Brunson, make him work. If he gets the ball, get the ball out of his hands. And today it didn't work. 13 points in the first half. In the second half, he took it over. He took the damn game over that fourth quarter. And I thought that the team did play better with Cat on the court. Cat off the court it looked bad. As bad defensively as Cat is, he seems to get something for us. Our confidence, the lane opens up for Brunson. That other guy can get double teams and the defense's attention. And then Brunson could take advantage of that, especially with an athletic team like this. They're going to always be overzealous, try to get a turnover, go for the dunks. They had a bunch of highlights tonight. Amen with that cross up on Precious and yammed it on him.
Fuck Precious up.
It was a couple steals, fast break, dunks with ease. It was like with 2 steps, they caught it. Forgot who. I don't even remember anybody's name. They just caught it with one hand and dunked it all in stride. That's who they are. They're missing a piece. They're missing somebody. I mean, I think Jimmy Butler's kind of far-fetched, but they're missing something over there to get the offense going because you can see down the stretch, Jalen Green can get to the basket, but he's not a great finisher. He's almost there. Jalen Green.
He's on the way.
He's a great finisher. I disagree with that. He's a great finisher. I don't know what you talking about. He's
right there, Raymond.
So why didn't he get them 3 layups in the paint? He's right there. But all I'm saying is that if he's right there, the other part of his game will open up and they would have a closer. They don't have a closer. Part of this closing deal is you got to get to the basket and finish. They need you to be that guy. And I don't know if he could be that yet. Or he's like a teardrop. He's not far from being maybe a couple strides from All NBA. But all I'm
Can I
saying
respond
is,
to that though? Right?
yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't you?
I don't want to anymore now. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to respond to that anymore.
Why not?
No. I was just saying, like, I mean, those guys, those two guys, Amen and Jalen Green. I think at some point they're gonna have to be in a position where they figure out closing, right? Like when you get into a playoff series, into moments that matter, right? These regular season games for sure. You figuring out chemistry, you elevating your level of play, you playing in tough regular season games. But when they get to this playoff run, whatever it looks like, this players, we're gonna figure out who's who and what's what with this team. So hold on right now with them. They might have a closer over there. We don't know yet.
Well, just hold on, just real quick.
It don't matter yet for them. I'm talking about. They're a young team.
Nah, it matters.
At the end of the game, Jalen Green is the closer if Sengun is not on the court. Jalen Green, remember, the young man Thompson, great player. He's terrible from the three. Jalen Green cannot.
He can't
shoot. Jalen Green can do it all. Now, I'm not saying he's all NBA but the young man is tough. A lot of turnovers, but I think he can close, he can finish. But to me, their best player was hurt, and I think that's their closer, Sengun. You can put the ball in Sengun's hand. He can put you on that block, and he's gonna make the right play. You double or triple team him, he's gonna kick it out for the open man. So for me, but Fabian, you're correct. Houston is one piece away from, I'm not gonna say winning the championship, but being right there to where they can consistently stay in that 3-4 seed. But they tough. Like I said, they're young, they're athletic, and what I always say, teams adapt the style of the coach. I love when the two players made a mistake. It was I forgot what the two was, and as they walking, the coach is meeting them in the middle of the floor, and he's talking to them, but he's yelling, but he's at the same time letting them know what they're doing wrong. He coaching them guys.
He called the timeout, and he was going crazy on
Jay
Sean
Tate.
Yeah.
He's coaching them guys, man, and you're watching it firsthand. It's a great sight to see because in today's game, it seems like all these guys are uncoachable. These players have so much power that it seems like you can't tell them anything. So to watch watch a coach actually do his job, because like I tell y'all, sometimes I don't know if Tips is coaching. Like seriously, he sits on the sideline. He's not getting no text. I don't see him getting mad at nobody when they make a mistake. And a lot of coaches is like that. But when you watch Udoka, listen, man, he's coaching those guys up. So they got some special over there, and I just hope that the organization doesn't do anything to mess that up. But this is KNICKS Rehab. FUCK Houston.
Yeah.
It's about our Knicks.
Yeah.
That was a great win.
You're not subscribed to that.
That was a great basketball game, and I'm going to keep repeating it. It seems like the Knicks, we have some of the best, most exciting games in the league. Listen, man, physical, and this is what the game is missing. If you could get out of 82 games, if you could get 50 of these, the ratings will go back up. People will tune in more. Real basketball heads, no pun intended, big shout out Pooh basketball heads, family.
Shout out Pooh.
People will start watching again. I know a lot of people from younger to older than me, younger than me, that literally says, I don't watch NBA no more. So I think a game like tonight, if you ain't watched the NBA in a long time and then you watch this game, this may get you interested more. But tonight, listen, man, people have to start taking our Knicks serious. All the trolls, all the hating, from the Barclays to the Shaqs to some of y'all in the comments.
Sandman, you're here now. This is the litmus test, right? What you say,
y'all gonna have to come around.
You're here now. We was waiting for
y'all
you,
y'all gonna have to come around. Y'all gonna have to come around. Come on, man.
Litmus test my ass.
Yeah, but to Sandman's point, this is a litmus test. You got the young guns, third seed. The Lakers thing to me was I couldn't believe that we lost that way. We played
See,
that way.
bullshit. See, he ain't gonna give us nothing. It's all right. We'll take it.
What does that mean? 2 guys out. Oh, from the Rockets.
Sengun and Van Vliet. We had OG out, Sandman.
And I mean OG, huh? People talking about just OG. You kidding me? You know who else is missing? You know who else is missing? The big dog himself, huh? The Block Nest monster he's been dubbed. Yeah. He said, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about after he said, good morning, effers. That's how he started off his morning today. I get an update from the doctor today. Hopefully it's a good one. Get this thing rolling, baby. And then later on, he tweets out, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. So he got great news. Apparently, Mitchell Robinson is allowed to play with contact. Fellas,
we about to
what does
trade
that
Mitch
mean?
for Vanderbilt.
Ew.
Listen,
Pelinka about to come over here and grab Mitchell Robinson from us. We're gonna be so mad. I'm sorry I said that out loud.
That was disgusting.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry.
You always talk about my nasty work, AllBall. How about Flea's nasty work? Pelinka. Listen, these ain't the Mavericks, big dog. Don't think you coming over here trying to rob us of Mitchell Robinson for the water boy. That ain't happening. That's not happening. Leon Rose and them. Come on now, Leon Rose, Brunson. We got Brunson on task. Brunson ain't playing around. You know what that means for me? You know, Flea. You know I keep a detector on. I'll be like, yo, hold on. I had to zoom in. I had to freeze frame the TV. I zoomed in. I'm like, wait a minute. That look on Brunson's face to me looks like he keeps his eyes on the prize, baby papa. The big game is almost here, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. Prize Picks is also giving away a free pick for the big game, where one of the starting quarterbacks will only need to throw 1 yard to win. If you're correct on at least one more stat projection, you can win real cash. Check out the promos tab to tail any of our Super Bowl, sweat, millie, winner, big game lineups. If you tail a lineup that goes 3 for 3, you can win a split of $1 million in promo funds. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money for the big football game coming up this Sunday. When you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. This week's on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the football board and I see Pat Mahomes going for more than 230 yards passing and Saquon Barkley for more than 1 touchdown. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Huh?
Yeah, man, don't ever say that again, please.
I don't know what he said. What did he say?
I don't know. I see something up there.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you, OG. You need a baby bubble shirt.
Hold on. I just got a phone call. Y'all ready for this? There's word around the NBA. Jimmy Butler's thinking about going to Dallas. I just got a phone call from a reliable source. Jimmy Butler is thinking about going to the Dallas Mavericks.
Who called it? Who called it?
I tell
me.
You honestly,
that's who. No, not who called you. Who called this? Jimmy Butler going to Dallas. That's number one. Number two, y'all laughed at me. AllBall said I don't care about what Clutch all the rumors. I told you they trying to get Luka, LeBron, JJ Redick, and them Dallas Mavericks owner together again. But I digress. We're gonna talk about that for a second. Jimmy Butler available to Dallas Mavericks.
Well, I mean, let's finish. Talking about our Knicks first, man. This Knicks rehab, baby.
Well, apparently
we can discuss that.
Luka Doncic, we know, has been traded to the Lakers, and it's speculation. Clutch is over. They're done with Clutch with the Lakers. So, of course, the fake ass Knicks fan himself, Stephen A. Smith, gets on ESPN. And who does he pitch for? Who does he want on the New York Knicks? His groupie ass. You know who. You guessed it.
Issue. One of two teams. It will either be to join Steph Curry in Golden State or to go to New York with the Knicks. One of the two. Now, the Knicks are going to obviously be more difficult because they traded away 5 first-round picks to get Mikal Bridges. And I love Bridges, but damn, 5 first-round picks. But, hey, I'm not going to belabor that. They did what they did. But obviously they had an abundance of assets, and clearly the Lakers are in need of them because they've only got 1 pick left, which is like 2031 for crying out loud. And so I look at it from that standpoint. If I'm LeBron James, I either use that as an option or I go to Golden State and I join Steph Curry. And I go out with the greatest shooter God has ever created. You have to remember, in Los Angeles, both LeBron James and Luka Doncic essentially are ball hogs. They need the basketball. They're not secondary options. LeBron has shown the ability to adjust when he had Kyrie. Obviously, when he had D-Wade had to force him to really take the mantle and really take the bull by the horn and be aggressive with all of that stuff. But we've seen this from LeBron James before. Could he do it? Sure. But Luka really holds the ball. Neither of them really move a lot without the basketball. And that's why Charles Barkley, Will Bond, Wendy, and everybody else is absolutely right when you talk about the difficulty potentially of them playing together in Los Angeles. That would not be the case with Steph Curry. Steph Curry moves without the ball. He's the greatest shooter.
Yeah. This Knicks rehab, baby Bubba.
Yo, he literally says the same thing all the time. Like, all these analysts now are so lazy and so corny. All they say all day now is it won't work. They said it won't work with Kyrie and Luka, and they was in the finals last season. I'm gonna be honest, bro. LeBron is not coming to the Knicks. Stephen A., stop. That ain't happening. That is not happening. So for me, listen, man, have a real basketball tape. Like you, Barkley, Will Bond, like, being honest, y'all niggas is over with, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all not watching these games. Y'all, listen, y'all winging this shit. Y'all not watching these games. Because y'all don't never know what y'all talking about. LeBron is not coming to the Knicks. Stop. So for me, man, listen, we all right. Mitchell Robinson is cleared to have contact, some practices. Listen, man, we all right. We don't need LeBron James. Sorry. But he's not coming here. Like, come on, man. So we got to stop not being realistic. Stephen A. Smith is not a real Knicks fan. So I'm being honest, bro. I'm not ready to respond to him when it comes to the Knicks. He's not. Kendrick Perkins is a more Knicks fan than Stephen A. Smith at this point. I watched Kendrick Perkins come to the Garden and interact with everybody and looked excited. The last time we seen Stephen A. at a game, he was on his phone for the whole game. He didn't even watch the game. So miss me with anything he has to say about the Knicks. Please get him out of here.
In a nasty white crop top at that.
Hey, come on, bro.
Hopefully, what you think about LeBron coming to the Knicks?
Come on, you know I don't even know why we doing this, but we here now.
Thankfully, great sport.
Come on, bro. I look at our roster, and I'm quite pleased with our roster. It will be ridiculous, right, to not recognize that LeBron James is amazing. We got it. He's 40 and playing at a phenomenal level. I'm cool. He could stay right where he's at. I'm cool. And that's like blasphemous to say, right? For one of the greatest players of all time, some people's GOAT, some people's second best player, wherever you got him, right? I'm cool. I like how we're building our team. I like the direction we're going in. I don't need anything microwaved. At this point, I'm 37 years old. I ain't never seen a Knicks championship. The fuck I'm about to rush now for? I've been waiting long enough. OG, you've been waiting long enough. Fabian, we've been waiting. What? I don't need the microwave shit. I like my shit cooked. I don't need nothing reheated. It's cool. We cooking right now. So I'm good. Nah. LeBron, stay over there and help Luka get in shape. Do that. Do that.
But just real quick, Fabian, it ain't even about LeBron. It's just about Stephen A. Smith just being the fakest Knicks fan I've ever seen. And just him saying, right, just him saying things because he ain't got nothing to say. So it's like, I gotta say something. And it's like, bruh, come on, man. The real, we can read all through that, bro. You just had something to say for a segment, and that's what it was. Cut it out.
Shout out to Six Stoner. He said I stopped being a Lakers fan because of LeBron. If he went to the Knicks, I'd stop watching basketball entirely. Jesus Christ. And by the way, thank you, Six Stoner, for resubscribing after YouTube apparently unsubscribed you from us. Appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, because obviously you tapped in with us, and we appreciate all the comments and just people supporting any which way they can. Go ahead, Fleet.
No. I was just gonna say we got to start understanding these guys just have a job, right? That is their job. That is not their passion. That is not what they do when it's not on TV. I don't want to hear that shit. That's your job, because you couldn't come sit in this type of arena and come rock with us. You couldn't go in your regular. I told you I not ran up. Let me be real. I've seen Stephen A. in the barbershop on Linden Boulevard you know what I'm saying, back in the day when I was young, right? Like, he's not gonna go in these kind of environments where people like us, people like in the comments, call it what you want, the more regular, normal people that are just getting to it, but still have the passion for this game of basketball. He's not going to have those kind of conversations with us, because you can't play with us. You can play with the American people, because there's more casual fans, there's more fanboys, there's more people that are just straight up influenced by you, right? Your word is bond. They don't know anything different. We a little different. Like, we seen some real shit. Like, we've been around this shit long enough. I don't care that you have a spot. God bless you, a black man. I love it. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't come chop it up with us and have a real conversation.
No, and it starts with just the whole LeBron thing. Is like the CAA clutch thing was real. There's no way the Lakers now, they're like, yo, we AllBall and myself, we agreed 2 years ago. Y'all didn't start thinking about getting rid of LeBron and AD now, while they're at their peak. I mean, it turned out to be great for them because they found that superstar they were looking for in Luka. And to your point, how does Barkley and Stephen A. get paid millions to just like make shit up? Like LeBron played with Kyrie, D Wade, won chips. These are one-on-one players. They're not supposed to mesh well from a basketball standpoint, but then you go, that's LeBron. It's LeBron. Luka went to the Western Conference Finals with Jalen Brunson, went to the championship with Kyrie Irving. One-on-one players. He's used to playing with that. So him and LeBron, they're going to be fun regardless. They're a couple pieces away now. So to sit there and say it's not going to work, what the hell does that mean? The whole plan for the Lakers is going to work. They did what the Lakers normally do. They get the superstar, the stud. But that doesn't mean that LeBron will work with us. He's old. I've been saying it for a couple of years now. He's really a third option. I don't care what these damn stats look like. I don't care what he does at 40. When you don't play defense like that, and you bring this sort of cachet you think you need, you keep throwing your weight around, it's not going to work over here. We don't want him. Stay away. Plus, LeBron, we know LeBron's style. He don't want to play with anybody but the super duper stars that everybody considers a super duper star. He ain't going to leave the Lakers and come to the Knicks unless Giannis is here, Wemby's here, whatever. I'm going to see him with Giannis, Zion, or Wemby next. I would not be shocked if he goes join Milwaukee or San Antonio. That's what he does. And that shit don't fit over here. That it doesn't. We play, Josh Hart was saying it. Got to play without ego. Got to leave that shit at the front door. I'm a servant to my team now. Ever since I thought of myself as a servant for the team, everything changed. And I've had my best season. It just so happens to be that way. But that's not how LeBron operates. And I get it. It was work for him. 4 championships. People argue that you're the best player of all time. But Stephen A. Smith, you also got to this point by making like these kind of talking points that work with Skip Bayless. And I saw ESPN had their highest ratings in a decade or some shit like that for the last month. Kudos to y'all, bro. But Pat McAfee don't like your ass for a reason. Like, that's some fake ass shit you'll be pulling over there. Just like this your Knicks fandom. We see right through it. That's why, like Fleet said, you cannot sit down and talk to people who are gonna keep it real. We're gonna push it to like you didn't even know Isaiah Hartenstein's name. What makes you think you're gonna know it works with the Knicks? You just want to star over here. I can see if you said Zion or something and go with all balls point. Yo, we want to star over here in their prime. The argument I understand, but I'm just as tired as y'all are. But I forgot who made the comment. I think it was New York Knicks City Squad. I don't listen to them. I just see it pop up on Twitter, react to it, and hopefully we get 5,000 views.
He doesn't know any of them influence how I think about this when we chop it up and do what we do. Like we react to things he says. That's just part of the bit. That's just part of what we do. But in terms of I'm going to look for what he's saying to influence how I'm thinking about said player, hell no. Not him. Sorry. We've seen him wrong too many times.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me ask y'all a question, right? Let's get back to Knicks. Today was some big news for the Knicks regarding Mitchell Robinson. Word is, and I've seen it on all platforms, a lot of Knicks platforms, big shout out to all the platforms. Mitchell Robinson, which they said this news came from Tom Thibodeau, he's now having contact. He now can have contact. I want Flea to cook first because Fabian, we know, me and Flea kind of the other day was like, we over Mitch. But now that we got some type of information, which is minimal because we still don't have no date. But Flea, please, what is your thoughts on the news today? And Fabian just put up, on Twitter, X, with Mitchell Robinson responding that now he can have contact practice. What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll see you when you get here, Mitch. I see you when you get here, Mitch. Like it's not changing for me. I know how important this dude is to our basketball team. I know when he's out there playing at a high level, we are a completely different team. It has shown year after year. That's why there's a level of frustration for me with him. I would never say he's dirt. I know what Mitchell Robinson is, but my patience is wearing thin. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to try to front. We could be accelerated. Like OG wants us to be at such a high level. If Mitch is here, he might accelerate that just a little bit. So, there's a I wouldn't call it a love-hate relationship. It's just like, if you show up to the party, Mitch, I'm so happy you here. But there's been to a lot of parties you ain't show up, man. I couldn't have you at the party with me. So now I'm partying with a lot of other niggas, and now you just here. Okay, the party turns up now. Now it's a different party. So I'm happy about the news, but I got to see him out there. I got to see him out there. I got to see what kind of shape he's in. I'm used to Mitchell Robinson last year. We rushed him back, and Mitch was out of shape. He gave all he could in helping defend Embiid. But Fabian, am I lying? Was he in good shape?
Mitchell Robinson?
When he came back in that Philly series.
No, I don't think he was in peak form.
That's what I'm saying. So, at some point, I want to see him at tip-top shape, ready to go, because if Mitchell Robinson is on our basketball team in tip-top shape, we go to another level. We go to another level. Defensively, the depth on our team, the lineups that we can play now, now we have a lob threat, right? We don't really have a lob threat right now that you can get an easy 4, 5, 6 baskets around the rim.
Yeah, we don't have a rim protector. Like we
all of that.
Listen, we don't. Yeah,
Cat don't contest shit. Cat has been pissing me off so bad the last 2. He don't even put a hand up. Like, just put a hand up,
bruh. Listen, Flea and Fabian, you can cook. Like I told you, these last 2 games, he's a legit liability on defense. Like legit.
He's not watching defense. He's fouling.
Bruh, can't move his feet. Don't know how to jump straight up. Can't keep his hands to himself. And like you said, when these guys are going to the basket, bruh, Fabian, we got some news. This is what we all been talking about. For how long? Let us hear something. Let us know something. We finally got some news on Mitchell Robinson. Please, your thoughts.
I think just even if you're on the side of trading him and you're done with him, if he's good, he has to play to increase his trade value. If he's that good still, look, the Lakers need him. The Rockets might need him. The Magic might need him. You know, Cleveland wants to get him out of there. Cleveland will be part of a 3-team trade to get him away from us. That's the answer to them. They're currently the #1 seed in the East. We know that's their kryptonite. And we don't can't bang.
Them two niggas, them two bigs over there, right? He got their number.
Jared Allen said the lights were too bright.
Are too bright. Yeah.
I would, even if I felt that way, I would never admit that.
Hell no. Hell no.
But that's how shook he was. And we know Embiid was shook as hell because he put him in an ankle lock last year in the playoffs. That's a weapon. It's a weapon, and especially when Tibbs is buying into the, that's another Tibbs guy. And I know he's the last guy left over from the previous regime, but he's a Tibbs guy and he's going to play him. I just don't want Tibbs to play him more than 20, 25 minutes a game. And maybe that's part of the reason why, he went down. I don't know. But that's a strong weapon. That's a dominant weapon. I want to see it. I want to see it here with Cat. I want to see OG back at the 3. The rebounding we've been missing, y'all been talking about, it comes from that guy. If he's available, we don't have to trade anybody for it. I want to see Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride on the court at the same time. I have to see this. Are you kidding me? All right, Dante DiVincenzo was out there with Hartenstein. He got a chance and he did his thing, but we never got to see Mikal Bridges with us full strength. Him with Mitch. I wonder what they're gonna do, because what we said before, Flea, maybe Mikal Bridges' defense, it was kind of overrated because he had DeAndre Ayton back there in Phoenix.
Right.
That's a 7-footer who can block shots, and he's a lazy 7-footer. Mitchell Robinson ain't no joke. So OG and Bridges there to funnel the offense, the opposing people's offense to Mitchell Robinson, and he switches a lot. Like when he's good, he kind of stays on the perimeter. Sengun and these guys, they're gonna be in hell. The Joker, all of y'all. You can switch OG and Mitchell Robinson on the Embiids of the world, the Jokers of the world. Ochoa in there also. I forgot about Ochoa. I can't wait to see that. Mitchell Robinson, Precious Ochoa, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges on the court together. That's what I want to see. To be able to switch and all that.
It takes our defense up. It takes our defense up to another level, right?
It takes Tibbs' approach up another level, because now you got no excuses. AllBall wants to see, he's saying you better coach your ass off. But we know Tibbs is stubborn. He might go into a game saying, this is my lineup, and that's final. And now you have no excuse because you got your guy. AllBall, what do you think?
I'm just glad we got some type of news. Put my conspiracy hat on. I just hope it's real. Like I said, I would love to see him working out. I would love to see him on the court, just even if it's by himself, maybe practicing free throws, practicing some type of moves. I want to see what type of shape he's in right now. Hopefully he's been in the gym. But I think we're not trading him. We have to see what this looks like. Because he's too valuable for us. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's valuable for nobody else. No, I'm not doing that. He's valuable for us. What he does for us. Do you see Jared Allen now healthy with Mobley, what Cleveland is now? That's us 2.0. That's us on steroids with Mitchell Robinson. He's the best offensive rebounder in the game as a big. He's defensively a monster. He's a rim protector. And like Flea said, he's a lob threat. So we pair that up with Cat, with on the floor, big body Brunson, OG, Mikal Bridges. Now off the bench, you got Campaign, Hart, Deuce, Precious. So, for me, we have to see how this looks. Because and one more thing. I think as long as we're able to continue to play good basketball and hold the fort down, you let him get as healthy as possible. If he's 75%, 80%, but we're still playing good basketball, don't rush him back. Let him continue to rehab, work out, get healthy, because we're going to need him at least 90, 95% if we're going to go against the Bostons, the Clevelands. And let's not forget, when Orlando is fully healthy, they are a threat. Now, of course, I'm still taking us. So I think we just got to continue to let Mitchell Robinson get healthy. But we got to see what this looks like. And I think all the rumors of him being traded right now with the Lake, all this BS, I think all that's gas. That ain't nobody think about that.
I hope to God it is. I was being
Yeah.
funny earlier. I hope to God it is.
All right, because think about it. Okay, the Lakers want to trade for him. Who are we taking? I don't want no Hachimura for no Mitchell Robinson.
Dalton Connect, first round draft pick.
No, we need rebounding, we need defense, and we need a rim protector. He's all of that, all in one. Why are we giving that up now? If we struggling, like I said, we're third seed, 1 game behind Boston. We 6-7 games over 500. We got 2 starters in the All-Star game. We're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. So I think we need to wait on Mitch and see what this thing look like. Now, if he comes back and it doesn't work, okay, now we got next season. Okay, now we could figure some things out. But nah, I don't. Lakers have nothing for me that I want over there. I don't want no Dalton Connect. Hell no. Not for no Mitch.
I was being funny, but what you call this healthy now? Vando is healthy now. Vanderbilt's healthy.
Unless you're offering Vandal with Dorian Finney-Smith, Dalton Connect with Dorian Finney-Smith, I can't even think about it. And I will say this, since they just acquired Luka, there is something to what I always say with the Mavericks fan going crazy because they lost Luka and they feel like they lost a piece of their soul. And it's, this guy's a premier player, damn near the logo of the Mavericks since Dirk left. There is something to Mitchell Robinson being here and us. Tibbs gets here, Mitchell Robinson's here, watching him grow. He's the guy we drafted. We don't have somebody here that's drafted, that's dominant in the league, that we could root for and be like, yo, damn, if we win with him, that's, it's a sentimental thing, but I would rather see that than him go away and watch us win a title or whatever it is. Granted, if you bring Trey Murphy and Steven Adams somehow, then, that changes everything. But I would rather see Mitchell Robinson do his thing, especially after he's shown resilience. I always go back to Derrick Rose because we always point to Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and LeBron for all these physical freaks, but we don't point to Derrick Rose and we say, yo, how resilient was he to close out his career when he had every excuse to not work out and come back into the game? Well, Mitchell Robinson is in that category. That shit must be frustrating as hell. Regardless of what it is, I know you sick of it, Flea, but
nah, I get it though. I understand. Yeah. It's an injury. It's a legit injury. He ain't faking it, bro.
I just hope that I have that in me where I'm persistent like that, and I think we all hope that our kids are like that. Like, bro, I don't care what's in front of you, keep working. So, and he's a testament against everybody that's not working out there. Luka, Zion, all these guys that we go, yo, how you getting paid millions and you don't even want to work out and get on the court?
Flea, we cannot lose 2 big men and they go on to teams and win championships. We already lost Hartenstein, which I know, people say we didn't have a chance to get, but we can't lose Hartenstein and then right after that lose Mitchell Robinson. No, without seeing what this is. We had a flash of what it is in that Philadelphia series, and he was hobbled and injured.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So imagine him at 85, 90% with what we're doing now. No, we have to see what this looks like. So I think we stay and we keep pushing, we keep playing great basketball, and just let him stay low in the cave and let him continue to get healthy. And like I said, as long as he's back by the playoffs, fully healthy, and if he don't make it work, Flea, then we have to say, okay, we gave you all this time, it ain't work. Got to shop you, bro. But I think we got to give it a shot, man. We got to see how this looks.
Anything else, Flea, before I go to what Ime Udoka said tonight?
No, I would love to hear what Ime Udoka had to say.
Simple statement. Even our supposed defenders got cooked tonight. Wonderful. Love it. Come on, man. You can't get better than that. And Cat responded to something that, yo, I'm starting to think people are really watching us, man, because I don't know who else says the same things we do, and we ain't getting credit for it. After I read this headline, this tweet in the headline, come on, man. Let's see what Cat had to say tonight.
We're going to find a way to win at all costs, and our crowd and our fans has been amazing and supporting us and being there for us when we have those lulls. So it's great that we've been able to play this way. I know we've been told that we haven't got any statement wins, so we found a way here in front of our fans to get some. We're gonna.
Who's been talking about statement wins the whole year? I don't remember anybody saying no shit like that. Yo, these motherfuckers be watching us, man. Yo, Cat, shout out to you, man. You know I shitted on you in the summertime and all that.
Look at him walk this shit back, OG. Look at him walk it back.
Listen, a friend of a friend is walking in the building. You must treat a guest as family. And you are family now. Dib said, Cat, we got you, my brother. We know y'all watching. Roommates and all that. Come through.
That's a fact.
What we're looking forward to tomorrow. I was trying to look up Toronto's schedule. But we do have Toronto tomorrow, and they were on a streak holding people by they were killing the spreads. They won like 3 or 4 games in a row at a certain point. Davion Mitchell was coming around. He just signed a deal with Steph Curry, by the way, for a sneaker deal.
I did see that.
RJ Barrett. What are we expecting against Toronto back to back here in the Garden?
Tough. I think this is going to be a tough game. We should get the win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. You got to remember, we got 2 guys over there that every time they play us, they're going to feel some type of way, and they have every right to. RJ Barrett and Quickly. And Toronto's not a bet, like they're not Charlotte, they're not Washington. So I think, playing back to back, I think it's going to be a tough game. I still would take us to win by, I would say, between 6 and 10 points. But I'm looking for us to play another scrappy game, another back and forth in transition, because like I said, Toronto Raptors have 2 players that's going to always take it personal. And we're going away. It's not like we're at home. So I expect us to win the game, but I expect it to be a semi-dogfight.
Flea, the Raptors are 8-2 in their last 10. And in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, they're 6-1. So they just beat the Clippers. The Clippers were starting to gain some steam. They lost to the Bulls, but they beat the Pelicans, the Wizards, the Hawks back-to-back nights, and they beat the Magic. I mean, not a favorable.
The Hawks have lost like 8 in a row.
Yeah, I think they're all below 500 now. The Magic are below 500. They're missing Jalen Suggs, but keeping with the Raptors, what do you expect tomorrow on a back-to-back night?
Back-to-backs are always tough, no matter what team you are. But especially with our Knicks, back-to-back is tough. We going from here. It's not like we going from here to Boston, from here to Washington, from here to Philly. No, we're going from here to Canada. So whatever that trip is like, we got to be focused and ready to go in there and play. Because the way that they're playing basketball right now, they could easily run us off the floor, right? This could easily be one of those games where we're like disappointed in our team for playing so bad against an inferior opponent, right? So we just got to go in there and understand, like, yo, handle business. And from there, just keep stacking wins. That's all I'm about. Keep stacking wins. Building good habits, playing through adversity. That's what this team is going to have to do. That's what we're going to have to do to put it together. It don't, some nights it's not going to look pretty. Tonight, it didn't look pretty. But that fourth quarter was the quarter. Almost a 50 burger in a quarter. So against Toronto, who is playing good basketball, I expect us to get the win. Everybody got to come and play, though. Everybody got to show up. Cat, I need you to be a little more disciplined because we need you down the stretch of these games. Have to be more disciplined. So
I think and just to piggyback off that Fleet, great point. I need Tibbs to run some plays for Cat down on that post. Let's try to make the game a little easy for him. Like tonight, we got a great win. I'm not complaining about a W because I see somebody in the chat, a win is a win, correct. But when you're playing against a team where you're 4-5 inches pause bigger than everybody on the court, you shouldn't struggle like that. But you're struggling because you're getting the ball on the perimeter. You have a bad thumb. Remember, it's hard for him to hold a ball. If y'all notice how many times, whether it's a rebound or so
that OG, that late game play where it was going back, they was throwing the ball away. Remember when he got rid of that shit so fast?
Yeah.
Because it looked like he didn't want nobody to swipe down at it or do, you know what I'm saying? He got it and got rid of it.
Right. So I think him getting in the first quarter, maybe run a couple plays for him. Get the ball in the post where you dump it into him. Bro, you bigger than everybody, taller than everybody. All you doing is turning around and light jump hook. Whether you make a miss, but I just want Cat tomorrow, like you said, Fleet, just to kind of get back into that MVP mode. But I think tomorrow's gonna be a tough game, and I think it's gonna be another goodie. I don't think it's gonna be as good as tonight, but it's gonna be a good game because, like I said, Toronto was a solid, tough team, and they got some guys over there that felt like they shouldn't have got traded. So they're always gonna play us tough.
I think the Raptors kind of remind me of, and they've been doing that, like what the Rockets are doing now. When they win the championship, it was all long, athletic dudes. For a long time, for a couple of years, they would lead the league in deflection, stuff like that. We can't let RJ Barrett go crazy. He's been like a point forward the whole season, up and down. Scotty Barnes, we weren't really impressed by him yet. He's not developing his skills. He's super talented, but someone is he top what is he, a top 3 pick? He has to show more than this. He has to show more than this because he wasn't the RJ Barrett top 3 pick. We kind of knew going into the season, RJ Barrett, when we drafted him, going into his career, he didn't have Scotty Barnes type talent. So, after beating the Rockets tonight, which is what the Raptors want to look like, they're a real version of what the Raptors are trying to be. We should smoke them tomorrow. We got to separate. I know it's a back-to-back. It'll be tough, but you got to be able to show them, hey, look, this ain't the back-to-back games against the Hawks. This ain't the Wizards. No, we got a legit MVP candidate again come into his own. Cat was an MVP candidate before he got hurt. Got to take care of business. It's just Jakob Portal is all right, but Cat got to take advantage. You got to start finishing with the left. Do something with your left hand because I don't know. You get paid millions of dollars, bro. Fuck your thumb.
Bro, we can't listen.
Terrible.
We can't continue. Right, we can't continue to go into these games and allow guys that's 6'6", 6'7", 6'5" to guard Cat, who's 7 foot. That cannot continue to keep happening. Listen, miss me with I understand Nick's 100 what you're saying, but listen, bro. Some of these teams we can't run up and down with. Got to slow the game up. And, if Cat get double team, you kick it out to the wide open man for the wide open jump shot.
And he's a good passer out the post.
Right.
He's a good passer.
He's a great passer.
He makes good decisions. He's not a guy. Yes. So I fully agree with you, OG.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Teams shouldn't be able to get away with playing Lou Dort and Williams on Cat. I'm sorry. Tonight, when Adams was in the game, he guarded him, but I forgot the kid name they was having guarding Cat. That should not be able to happen. Whether you're able to post up or not. Bro, if I'm 7 feet and you're 6'6", bro, I'm not. So, listen, to me, that's what basketball is. You figure out the mismatches, you figure out the things that you're great at, and you go right to it. So, for me, Cat, need him to have a big game tomorrow. But I'll take the win. However we can get it, let's get the W.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing about Cat is he's trying to get more comfortable playing the 5 with that post game. Once he starts kicking out, I think he has to kick out fast, and the Knicks got to run better sets or actions. I don't know how you say it, Flea. Like the other guys surrounding Cat when he gets the ball, because they started throwing today. They didn't double Cat as quickly as the Lakers did. The Lakers double Cat immediately, especially with the further away was from the basket.
Man,
we're gonna make this.
They blitz both of them, him and Brunson.
Right.
They were blitzing both of them.
And it felt like Cat couldn't get the ball out of the double team quick enough. It's like you got to kick that shit out fast to get to your spot and get the post, entry pass from there. So that's kind of like, Tibbs and them got to talk about that. And that's, I don't know how they can help with that, Flea, real quick.
And we talked about Mitchell Robinson a few minutes ago. What does he unlock for us on the offensive end? Right? We talk about how great Mitch is going to be on the offensive glass. Obviously, the defensive glass just rebounded for us totally and rim protection. But what does he unlock for us on the offensive end? Like I was saying, being a lob threat, right? Being in that dunker position, being able to just catch it and power up and dunk. I'm very curious now to see what he unlocks for Cat, what he unlocks for Brunson, right? Now you gotta look for Mitch now. You already can't find Josh Hart on the offensive glass. You can't find him because you can't box his ass out. Now you got Mitch in the game. You're definitely not going to be able to find Josh Hart. So Mitch really is going to unlock a few different things for us. So I'm definitely curious to see how he unlocks Cat on the offensive end, for real.
Well, real quick before I don't want to forget, I think Mitchell Robinson could unlock the plays that I've seen Cat in Minnesota from the corner. So I keep saying, who can really set a screen like that? Once you can set a screen for Cat in the corner and for Bridges in the corner, for Bridges to get to the basket, like I think this unlocks a lot of stuff for Bridges and Cat to get to the spots they want to be in. Again, maybe the Ayton thing was phenomenal for him in Phoenix, and we just, I don't know. He hasn't had this team since then.
Ball suckers.
Oh, I can actually hear drops now.
Are we live?
Big T-Lakes. Never the little one. Bobby Brown did some fly shit tonight.
Yo,
What I do?
just to make y'all laugh before we get out of here. Word is Golden State is calling everybody.
They call you yet, OG? Because they called me. I said, hell no.
And just real quick, y'all know the new Jimmy Butler. The reason why that didn't fall through, they say he told Golden State, "I'm not signing the extension." Yeah, so Golden State dropped out of that. But word is Golden State is calling KD, Paul George. They are literally calling everybody.
They calling Paul George after not signing him in the summertime.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
I
said it. Listen, I said it. And I know the brother who said it. I ain't gonna say his name. It's all good. But the brother told me I'm bugging. I said it on here. Do people want to play with Steph Curry? It's just a question. I'm not saying nothing about Steph Curry.
You said that.
Did I not say that? I said that. I just asked the question. Do guys don't want to play with him? Why are people not running over there to play next to him no more?
New arena, San Francisco, great city. Steph, like
championship caliber team, culture.
You said that.
Fabian just brought up the value of that team is going through the roof.
Is it?
I mean, they up there with the Knicks, the Yankees, the Lakers. They on the list. Boston.
Draymond might have punched that shit down too. Fuck it. Like, get the fuck out of here with the Warriors.
Hey, listen. They didn't pick LaMelo Ball. That's biting them in the you know what right now. Pause.
They called them too. They called them Michael Jordan.
That's a fact. Zion, everybody. Lord have mercy.
They call Magic Jordan.
Beeman Boy might be right though. If Steph gives the okay, like yo, move him. If that's what it's going to take to get a level of help to take us to the next level, move him. You're absolutely right, my nigga. Move him.
That might be it, old boy.
For real.
Hold on.
Because that might be the answer to what you're saying, Flea.
Before we run, when you think about all his incidents, if you're a player and you see what he did to KD, when you see what he did to Poole, like I said, him and Kuminga had some problems. Him and the young players had a lot of problems. When you see that, do you want parts of that? That's a fact. Great point, y'all. Great point.
And if because they're saying he had a serious talk with Phoenix. If Phoenix is entertaining it now, because this is NBA Central. A lot of guys saying that. If you KD and you get that call, are you not thinking about, man, fuck that dude. Fuck Draymond.
Of course. He ain't gonna say it.
He ain't gonna say it, but he's gonna be adamant to his agent and whoever, if they take that call, go back and play with them. Absolutely. I won 2 championships. Absolutely. Get him the fuck out of here. I will come back. He can't beat it.
Right. Facts.
I won chips there, OG.
Listen.
Goodbye.
Or the total opposite. Hell no, I ain't playing with them. You see what they did to me? They picked that nigga over me.
I mean, KD is soft like that.
Tune in tomorrow, man. We'll be back, same bad time, same bad channel. Knicks Rehab. Post Knicks game coverage. The best in the business. Holla at y'all.
Great night, everybody. Great night.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.